Hi, it's Colin McClellan with the Northern Miner. I'm with Teo Yamago, EY Metals and Mining Leader for North America. Teo, it's great to see you again. Thanks very much for coming. Wanted to chat with you about maybe some of the geopolitics happening now in the mining sphere. We've got President-elect Donald Trump threatening tariffs against China, Canada, Mexico. We've got Russia maybe trying to limit some exports of minerals, China doing the same. What's happening in the world these days? What's the outlook for the industry?
Thanks for having me, Colin. I think what those measures are telling us is that every country now understands the value of minerals. That's a fundamental thing. So it's actually a good thing for the industry to be at the center stage of these political battles between countries. The second thing it's telling us is that the energy transition is real. People have talked a lot about energy transition and thinking that maybe with the new Trump administration, there won't be discussion about energy transition. But obviously, there will be discussion about energy transition. One of the key players of the Trump administration is the one that created Tesla. So we know there's some EV play in that. Now, every country is still trying their best to control or secure minerals that are important in the energy transition. This is why when you look at the list, it's always about the critical minerals. Matter of fact, when Trump was elected, Doug Ford's message to Trump included critical minerals, which is new. So as an industry, I think there's a momentum for us to actually maintain the message that minerals and metals are essential for the planet. So that's how I look at it. Now, what's going on really? We're probably going to see a lot of negotiation and trading between all these different countries. For us in Canada, we definitely need to make sure that we're closer to the administration and that some of these tariffs do not really apply to us.
Now, what's your outlook for these tariff threats? Recently, there was a meeting with Trudeau going down to Mar-a-Lago to see Donald Trump. What's the outlook?
Well, it looks like the tariff threat was tied to something that has nothing to do with the commodity itself, was tied to security questions. So it's going to be, at the end of the day, when you look at the new administration, there's a lot of business people in the administration. So I feel like it's going to be more of a trade and deals where people trade something off for something else. So I believe we have enough of resources and we have enough smart people in the country to be able to run those negotiations and see what we're trading for what we're getting.
That's great. I want to pick up on something there. The smart people in the industry. There's a lot of talk about innovation in the industry. We've got AI coming. We've got electrification, if I can say that properly. All kinds of innovation happening. What is your outlook there?
Well, in our top 10 list that we release every year, so the one we just released in October does have innovation in the top 10, which means that that's what clients are telling us they're going to be focused on. And what we're seeing is that we decentralize innovation in mining. Back when I was much younger, mining companies used to own the innovation centers, not anymore. So it's really around figuring out what type of innovation you're going to work with and who you're working with, because the industry just doesn't have enough resources or all the brain power to run all the innovation. So, for example, Gen AI, I think the sector will so mining will adopt it if the third-party players can actually put a business case together that makes sense to mining companies and makes sense to metal companies also. In our business, we do a lot of cement and aggregates, and I was recently talking to one of the CEOs of the big cement companies in North America, and he was talking about innovating by actually figuring out a way to replace the clinker so that they can actually have greener cement, but also make more cement because we need more cement for construction.
So that sounds like a double win there, greener and more at the same time.
Exactly.
Who are going to be the winners next year? I'm just thinking, looking ahead to 2025, if you look across the industry, what's your outlook for the different commodities and the mining sector?
I think I can tell you who's going to be on the podium. I'm not going to know who's going to be the winner, but we can anticipate that Trump administration will zone in on lithium, try to understand that.
Right.
We know that Elon Musk always talked about cobalt, so we can anticipate that that may come in the picture. And obviously, you have to think that iron ore and steel is going to be a big debate. Trump had a position around the U.S. Steel, Nippon Steel deal.
Yeah.
So these are going to be on the radar for sure. And depending on how that works with what's going on in Ukraine and Russia, what's going on in the Middle East, depending on how that plays, then gold can be a tiebreaker or some sort of something. So we'll see something around gold. Either it's going to drop because the world gets in a better position in peace, and that other economic areas basically pick up, or it's going to keep going up because the world is much more unsafe.
Oh, wow. That's maybe trepidatious to look forward to. We're not sure. Anyways, Teo Yamago with EY, Metals and Mining Leader in North America. It's always great to have you. I'm Colin McClelland with the Northern Miner. Thanks so much for watching.